I want to add something because when McPherson was talking, I was thinking one of the differences between loving someone for what they can provide and so on versus for who they are could be the difference between having a husband or a partner in life, a spouse, versus having a brother or a cousin. Because you can love your brother or your cousin and not expect anything out of them. Even you don't even like them, but you love them. But when it comes to a husband, if you stop liking your husband, you're going to divorce him, you're going to leave him, you're going to say bye. But you can't do that with family. That might be one difference.
I think that's the issue, that because when you become married, that is your family now. So I should think we should treat, if we treat our husbands and wife the same way we treat our brothers and sister, that would probably lessen the divorce rate. Because I don't like my husband all the time and he don't like me all the time. We're human. But if I left him every time I ain't like him, we would never have a marriage. Like,
Same.
and if we treat our relationship, we would never have brothers, we would never have sisters, we would have never mothers. So that's the problem. Everybody like, oh, I don't like how you tie your shoes today, so I'm just gonna leave you alone. Oh, I don't like how you combed your hair. You combed it to the left instead of combed it to the right, so I don't fuck with you anymore. Like, we're nitpicking now instead of looking at, there's never going to be 100% of everything you're going to like about a person. That's just my closest friends don't like everything about me. Jasmine, you always want to be on time. Well, you always late. Like, but I love him to death. I know I got to tell him to be there 2-3 hours early. That's how much I love you, because I want you to be on time. That I got to trick you and lie to you to be on time. But I want you to be there. But I know they're going to be there, late or not. She's going to be there. So I think we could just kind of stop nitpicking and finding this perfect person. Because if they out there, then I got the short end of the deal. Because I think my husband is perfect as to get. And you could think, you should think the same about your wife or spouse or mother or father. Like, I think I got the best husband in the world. Like,
Can a woman heal a broken man, or is it a man's responsibility?
I think the only person or the only thing that can heal a broken person is God and themselves in therapy. I don't think it's anyone else's job to heal someone else. We are not God. We cannot help the blind see. We can't, fix broken bones. We can't take away your childhood trauma. And I think the issue is that a lot of people try to do that, especially a lot of women who actually care, who spend a lot of time, a lot of wasted time trying to heal someone, and you end up hurting yourself more. You can't heal someone that doesn't want to be healed. So the only way people can be healed is by doing it themselves.
I think that it's not the other person's job to fix you, but I think that some women do have the ability to aid and assist with that. Like I was talking about earlier, how the pain from life I used to use as a springboard, and that kind of got removed through just the life that we built. So I think it exists in that way. You
But
know what I mean? But I
Marcus,
wouldn't put that on her as her responsibility.
I'm sorry, I was going to say, you also stated that you use your pain as a way to continue pushing forward, which means that you were using it as a way to grow. Through your pain, you were finding different ways to heal yourself. So you were open, ready, and willing to go in that journey. And it made it easier for your wife to come in and assist you. I definitely feel that people can assist, but heal you? No. You already have to want to do that. Like, you can take a horse. What is the saying? You can take a horse
of
to the
course,
water, but you
whatever
can't make him
can make it.
drink. Yeah,
Can y'all get can y'all give us an example of anybody, like ladies or
I can.
guys? Can y'all give us an example of what a broken man is?
Oh,
Because I think if I knew what y'all thought was a broken man, or we was able to collectively define it, I would probably be better to answer, better able to answer this question.
I think my example of a broken man would be a man with no direction or guidance in his life at all. So he doesn't know where he's going. He doesn't know what he wants to do in life. Maybe he's been through a lot growing up. He doesn't know how to heal from it, and he's also not looking for any ways to try to heal from it. Maybe he uses a lot of substances, alcohol, weed, anything that he can temporarily get on women as a temporary fix, but he's never really trying to elevate himself. He's never trying to push forward, and then maybe he runs into a woman that genuinely cares about him, and she, tries to pick his brain on what his interests are to figure out what would be his goals, talk him through his personal trauma, introduce him to counseling to say, well, maybe if you work through this, that'll help you clear your mind. Maybe if you let go of the bottle or the weed, or if you step back from, trying to chase after so many women, you can focus on what's going to help you in life.
So you're saying
That's
basically
my
a broken
theory.
man is a man who don't have any direction or purpose?
Yes.
That's a good one. Anybody else? But I mean, like, if that was, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think a broken man probably would be somebody who is emotionally unregulated. Like, is he probably do got extreme dependency issues, maybe crashing out on the regular. The type of people you see yelling at the liquor store or something like that. Interactions with everybody, be negative because they just fighting. They fighting the demons in themselves, and anybody they interact with, it become an issue because it's just you it's no real external battles, it's all internal. So if everything that you facing in the world is so fucked up, it's probably an internal battle that's breaking you down. Or somebody that might have just came off a divorce that was real bad, they got the child taken away from them, and they just depressed and they just in a slump.
I think that for mainly it's people that's like defeated, overwhelmed, lost, emotionally unstable, that's experienced like some type of trauma. Those people, to me, I would say are broken, and you see it in the way they move, their behaviors, their relationships.
So I think it depends on the
Can he
situation, right?
finish? No disrespect, he got cut off. I wanted to finish hearing what he was saying.
Yeah, so I was so yeah, when they're in a depressive state, it could come from like if you like lost a child and you just can't get over that hump. It's a lot of signs that kind of indicate it. It usually come from extreme traumatic experiences that they didn't have the tools to cope with, to push past, or a childhood. They may have been abused, and then they just can't trust nobody, man or woman. And you go through life as standoffish, maybe
I mean, like an Antoine Fisher.
insecure. I don't remember that movie, but I think he had his mother was abusing him, right? Was his mother abusing him in that movie?
I think it was
Yeah.
his aunt.
I think it was
his aunt was abusing him.
Yeah. So people who have some traumatic childhood, or you could have been raised in a foster care system, and you just felt like nobody was there. Like I had some homies that was raised in the foster care system, and they, for all intents and purposes, would be considered broken men. And because of that, this is something negative that can happen. When they experience love, they don't know how to self-regulate. So they be willing to crash out. And if the woman lead them, they'll take her or their own life or do something very dangerous in order to maintain being in that woman's life. Or if she break up with them, they ready to do something to themselves. Like it's a lot of people that struggling with a whole lot of stuff in this world, like a whole lot of stuff. Yeah.
So the onus is on the individual, right? But at the same time, it depends on the situation. Let's just say that this particular man was broken from a prior relationship, right? And his ideas of what a woman is have been skewed, or maybe maybe she poisoned the well. It could be anything, right? Where he just has a really horrible perception of what women are and what they're about. Now, if he ran in to a woman who is completely the opposite and is a nurturer and is willing to pour into this man. It would be like Marcus kind of said earlier, where at least she can aid in that. I would never encourage a man to be codependent on a woman, but we at the same time can't negate the powers of a virtuous woman either, right? So there are some women, and therapy we've talked about before, where we understand that it doesn't always come from a therapist. So there are some people who just have that type of healing power if they are willing to, and they have the know-how, and they just understand people, right? So it can be done, because the question was can, but I'm not here to say that that's what people should depend on, right? As a man, we are responsible for it, but in certain instances, I could see how a woman could absolutely aid in that situation.
So
Yeah.
you can go to a therapist instead of going through a therapist. You go get you some therapists. That what
Is
you
that
mean?
healing?
Sexual
And
healing?
he's so calm about it.
Well, I'm
It's
just
actually
saying.
a lady on IG that talked about manifesting sexual energy to heal people. She went on Kendra G. I remember that lady. She said she manifests things through masturbation. That's random as hell. But I don't know if any of y'all
That
saw it.
wasn't Superhead, was it?
No, not her.
No,
It's an
Nah,
but
actual
I'm
lady.
talking about, I think
that
I'm
is a
talking
real
about
thing.
Niger.
A lot of people do manifestation through masturbation or sex. Like they put whatever goals or dreams they have into fruition while in the middle of that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, that's one of the many forms of witchcraft. So,
Yeah. But I wanted to give my input. So I'm a massage therapist, and as I tell my clients, they always say, "Can you fix me? Can you fix me? Can you fix me?" I can't.
You got inner thigh skills.
The adductors and the quads. I'm not here to promote my business. I brought that up for an example. I brought that up because a lot of clients will come to me and ask me to fix them. And I always tell them I can't fix them because it's not my job to fix you. My job is just to assist and to helping the body do what it already can do on itself. The healing always comes from with itself. People can aid you into it, but they can't necessarily do it for you. So even if they're aiding, if you're not doing your part in the healing process, it's a waste of time. So it's still a you factor. It's not the other person factor. You still gotta make that initial statement of, I want to be healed, whatever that looks like for you.